everybody deserves better. And that's why we found a reason to do this. We realized most of you suffer from conditions that you can actually control on your own. And you seek guidance through people who don't even have an identity. You go for prayers, hoping that this will change your situation because you're thinking that your life is happening outside of you. Anything that is happening outside of you is none of your business. Your real reality is happening inside of you. So you go ahead to the psychiatrists and psychologists and counselors thinking that these people are going to fix you. They will not. They are there for the ego. That's why they call themselves psychiatrists. They are there for the ego. Okay? And they want money. So as you go there, they tell you to write a letter and go and throw on your father's grave. You will never heal. I can assure you that. It's not going to happen. Because the real world is not happening outside you. It's inside you. So fix that by forgiving your mothers and forgiving your fathers. And then see how life unfolds. Yes, divine health.
Yes, but
how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Welcome on board. You sound excited.
Yes, I'm just happy. I love the topic. I love everything that you are saying.
Amazing.
Personally, I've realized that somehow the world is twisted. We tend to believe lies more than the truth.
Yes.
So we need somebody who talks like you.
Yes.
It's growth for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because when you tell, sometimes it's even difficult to can say the truth, you know.
Yeah.
To tell somebody that I never get offended.
Yeah.
They look at you like,
what are you saying?
Yeah, what do you mean?
What are you saying?
Yes, we are on air. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know, because they expect you to live a certain way. So when I find somebody speaking this language, I'm so happy.
Amazing, amazing. Did you manage to forgive your mother?
Yes.
Perfect,
Yes.
perfect, perfect. Because most of the people are suffering from things that they can actually control. Because I realized most men are so afraid of their mothers because they resent their mothers. So they can't even tell a woman no. They can't even say no to a woman because they are afraid that if they tell a woman no, they will be left. This woman will leave me. Oh, you know, I love her so much. But you don't know God. How would you love somebody when you don't know God? It doesn't make sense. So you're afraid of losing this woman because from within you, you feel so insecure. You feel so weak. And you think that this woman is coming to make you complete. And then you end up hurting these women for no good reason. So that's the reason why we're doing this. So thank you.
Yes, with me, I've realized like that peace is everything.
Yeah.
With me, I was thinking, I think all my youth life, I started dating around 30.
Yeah.
So I was so at peace that I didn't know how people are being attracted to men, you know, because people would say he's handsome, so I love him.
Yeah.
Or he has this, that is why I love him. So I would always think maybe there's something wrong with me because with me I don't know what to say because people say, why are you rejecting men? It's like you don't know what you want. You know, people look at you as if like you are strange, like you are this person who doesn't know what you really want. Because I mean, by this time you are supposed to be there, or you are supposed to be married, you are supposed to have family. They have this perfect life that they think of you that by this year, I think you have a problem. Maybe you are not straight. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something wrong with you.
But you see.
Maybe you are still dating yourself.
Yeah.
And you are so peaceful in your world. And you're not fulfilled by everything that is coming from outside.
Yeah, because
you meet this man. Yeah.
Because
like, this is what I've been waiting for, but I didn't know what I was waiting for.
Because the real reality is happening inside you. The real reality is happening inside you. There's nothing that is happening outside you that should matter to you. And that's the challenge that people do. And most married women and men are so angry. They are so depressed. And the reason why that is happening is because they resent these women and the men that they are married to. But that is their choice. They made that choice to be in relationship with these people. So they resent them and they become...
Women are powerful. We make those choices. You know, we have power. For you to end up sleeping with somebody, it's you.
Yeah.
For you to end up being with them, you are the one. Because you had 100 men who are coming to you, but you chose this. Why did you choose this one. This particular one, why did you say yes to him? I always say that to your names. Why did you say yes to him?
Yep. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Divine Health. That is deep. I appreciate that. Amazing.
Thank you, sir.
So, ladies, let me tell you one thing, and these are secrets. That if a man wants you, okay, if a man is interested in you, and he's throwing these vibes into your inbox, ask that man to meet your father. Hey, wanaume zao watatoka mbio hapo kwa hii live. Ask that man to meet your father. Si amesema anakupenda, he is so inside, you are so in his heart, he cannot do without you. Right? Ask that man to meet your father. See how many men will meet your father. See how many men will create time to meet your father. They will run. Yeah? You're saying you have 10 men and all of them are looking like potentials. Just tell them, hey, you know what? I want you to meet my father so they can actually make this official. Where? Where? That's when you will know this guy wasn't interested in he will even tell you how he's not interested in your father. You know, I am interested in you, not your father. So you start making these excuses. And you men, some of these females that you're actually involved in are actually using you as caretakers. That's why I tell you, there is no relationship called friendship. And there is no friendships between men and women. Ladies and men, there is nothing called a friendship between a man and a woman. Nothing. Here's how. Men will always see women sexually before they think about something else. They will. And if a woman is your friend, women can keep male friends. Why? Because they exploit them. They exploit them financially, they exploit them emotionally. So men are incapable of keeping women as friends. But women are capable of keeping men as friends only with benefits. There are benefits that she's getting from you. She can manipulate you. So as you're thinking, oh, you know what, my girlfriend. Girlfriend? Girlfriend. Do you know this is my friend? Have you ever seen your mothers? Those who were raised by both fathers and mothers, and strong mothers and strong fathers. Did you ever see your mothers having friends? It's for a reason. It is for a reason. So the modern generation, and somebody told me, if a woman is so much into her career, she hates her children so badly. If you see a woman who is so much into her career, she hates her children so badly, and she resents the man that she has, because this man has failed to turn up. She is married to a housewife. A man who is a housewife. Hey! Yes, Kekeli.
Hello.
How are you?
Very sweet.
Amazing, amazing. Talk to us.
Oh. I have a question.
Go ahead.
How many people do we have to forgive?
Okay.
Or ask for forgiveness for resenting them?
Is that...
some of us, maybe we don't have the chance to grow up with our biological father.
Yes.
Example, maybe we grew up with our brothers who are father figure for us. Maybe they raise us up, and we end up being like them.
Okay.
Not in a bad way though, but I just find that it's hard to approach those persons if they haven't done anything like openly bad to you, like people who have been maltreated, but you still harbor their identity somehow.
But how would you know what is bad and what is right, yet you don't have an identity? You have all these false identities.
This is it. It's because you don't have the identity, like everything is like a salad, cocktail.
But yeah, I understand you, but you see, identity is not sought from just everybody. Identity is found from you reconnecting with your biological father. So if you had your brother, your elder brother playing the father role, where was the father?
What?
Pardon?
He's dead.
Yeah, if the father is dead, now that becomes even easier for you because you simply forgive your mother, you overcome your mother, and that's it. Because identity is not sought from your brother, unless your father was dead and your mother was dead and you end up being raised by your brother. But identity is sought by reconnecting with the spirit of biological fathers, not brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, not even exes, because I would have told women to go and forgive every single ex, including those guys that they had one night stand with.
Okay.
Yeah, so you simply forgive the mother and you get your identity from her, because mothers are the ones that impose these false identities in the children. And fathers, naturally, fathers are supposed to be there to defend their children from adapting these false identities from their mothers. But if fathers are absent because of death, and then you overcome your mother by facing her, and then you have your identity. The rest you let God, you let go and you let God. You guys, this story for identities is not a huge deal as you think. But it becomes a huge deal the moment you decide to face your mother. Oh, that's the time you realize, hey, it wasn't a joke as such. You realize, hey, I've been resenting my mother without even knowing. So they're struggling to face your mother. You try to face her, you reach there, and the spirit tells you, hey, you know what? Don't. Your mother will become emotional, and you become so afraid of it, you stop. How are you?
I'm fine.
How do you know you're fine?
I'm well.
Hey, you skipped from this side to the other side. Hey, okay, talk to us.
There is this issue of if you are from one parent,
Yes.
your mother
Yeah.
as well,
Okay.
maybe she's not in a position of telling you you are your father.
Yes. Why though? Have you asked them?
If you ask her, she keeps on skipping that question. She don't want to
Answer.
involve herself to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So how will you forgive somebody like that?
Good. First things first. That is a very evil woman. Every child has this need inside them, this void inside them that wants to meet and reconnect with their biological fathers. Because biological fathers are earthly representation of God. They are the sons of God. So you cannot go back to the father without going back through the sons. That means every child should reconnect with the biological fathers. So if a woman or a mother is actually blocking a child from reconnecting with their biological fathers, one, this woman is very evil. Number two, this woman sees the father in this child, sees the ex-boyfriend or ex-husband in this child. So this woman resents this child and then makes this child to actually block the child from seeing the father, because she wants this child to hate the fathers with the hate that is inside of her. So that is the problem of women. Most women play an emotional card. They end up having sex with people they don't want, but it's their choice anyway. So they end up having or giving access to their most valuable asset to a man, which is the womb. So they give a man a womb, rent that womb for 9 months, and then they give birth. And when things go sour, they start blaming the men. And that's why they turn children against their biological fathers. But when they do that, they remold these children into their own identities. And these children end up becoming irritable, they become angry, they resent their mothers. And once they resent their mothers, if she's a daughter, she resents her mother, she will end up attracting a man who is exactly as her mother. Why? Because whoever you resent, you become. So for you to get that false identity off your chest and get your real identity, you forgive your mother for blocking you from seeing your biological father, and you also forgive her for actually remodeling you into her own image. Once you do that, it's none of your business. Whatever she says, do not care about it. Simply forgive her, face her, overcome her. Once you overcome her, if she's failed to help you get your biological father, do not care. Simply make a silent prayer and tell God that one day you forgive her because she doesn't know what she's doing. And then God will get that burden off you. He will get that anger out of your chest. He will fill you with your own identity. He will give you love, and you'll get to love people who are around you. And if you don't do that, you will end up attracting your mother as a husband.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so your burden is just go and face your mother, forgive her so that you overcome her identity.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question. There's somebody who is asking me, how about men who run away from their families? Listen, men run away from women. They don't run away from their children. That's the truth. A man runs away from the woman, not the children. Okay? Trust me on that. Men run away from the woman, not the children. So whatever happens between the man and the woman is none of the children's role. Children are innocent in the story. So when a man runs away, that was a weak male. He was there for the ejaculation. He did what he had to do. And then maybe the woman became chaotic and he ran away. And the reason why he ran away is because he attracted who he is. So he's running away thinking that he's going to solve his problems. In real sense, he's going to get into more problems because he was set up by his parents who did not have an identity. He ended up attracting a false identity. He ended up marrying a woman who has a false identity. And now all these things are actually setting up on him. As they settle up, he realizes, oh, I cannot be here. He starts running. But whatever you're running away from, you'll constantly attract. So it's a waste of your time. So that is an evil man, a weak male. I don't get why exactly we should forgive our parents. Personally, I don't hate my mother. How would you know you don't hate your mother, Tracy? That is one. Number two, by virtue of you defending the fact that you cannot, you don't need to forgive your parents, it shows how full of hate you are for those parents, because you should have known that the first person who puts the false identity in you is your mother, and she remolds you into her own image. So forgiving your parents means you want to overcome them so that you get your own identity. And the reason why you're asking that question is because you don't have an identity. African rural girl in America, Daktari, I am so angry with my mother, who is babying my 30-year-old last-born son. It's hard to forgive because I feel she should be a mom and teach this boy to go get himself a job. Hey, listen to that statement. Now, listen keenly. I'm going to read it slowly so that you can actually get it. Daktari, I am so angry with my mother, who is babying my 30-year-old last-born son. It is hard to forgive because I feel she should be a mom and teach this boy to go get himself a job. Now, African rural girl, I'll tell you this for free. Your mother has nothing to do with this. This is all about you and the boy's father. Where is the boy's father? Because women cannot teach a boy to be a man. Women are incapable of teaching a son to be a man. That's the role of the father. So this son, the more you resent your mother, you see, first of all, you have to fix yourself. You need to go and face your mother, forgive your mother, because you have anger. And that anger is not your nature. It's the nature of the spirit that inhabits you. So that spirit was imparted in you by your mother, who remolded you into her own image. So you need to face your mother, forgive her. Once you've forgiven your mother, you overcome her. When you overcome her, you go and forgive your father, so that because your father actually allowed your mother to remold you into her own image. So you forgive your father, and then once you do that, you will have your own identity. And through that identity, everything shall be revealed to you. So you'll know what to do through that identity, because you are not you. You are a spirit that inhabits you. So that spirit will reveal what you need to do, and then you'll do it. At this moment, you'll think your mother is so evil, but in real sense, you're just a mirror image of who she is. Your brother is just a weak male, and your brother is inhabiting the spirit of mama. He likes suckling mama. So he has to move out and go find a job. And your mother cannot do that. It's your father who will actually come in and actually rectify that. But your brother should be taught how to forgive your mother, because at this moment in time, all he does is what your mother does. That's why he's attracted to mama.